Hello and welcome. This will be a reading for Capricorn for the month of August 2023. Welcome to the table, Capricorn. I have pre-shuffled the cards, but I will shuffle them again for you. I'll be using a 10 card spread, so 5 cards along the top row and 5 cards along the bottom row. I'll be talking about each one of those cards as they come out, and then I'll be overlaying those with the second deck of cards and talking about those cards as well. I do have a Moon Oracle deck of cards on the table, and if we have time I'll give you a Moon Oracle card as well, because this moon seems to have been particularly strong, and I think maybe that may have some relevance to all of us. Okay, just one more shuffle and we'll begin the reading. Okay, let's go. So the first card out is the Emperor in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Fool in reverse, and the Knight of Cups in the upright position. Three of Swords in reverse, the Six of Pentacles in the upright position, Page of Pentacles in the upright position, the Nine of Cups in the upright in the reverse position, and the Nine of Wands in the reverse position. Okay, let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. Okay, Capricorn, so you do have the Eight of Cups in the upright position. So that is rather interesting because it has the moon there as well. So it's quite a strong energy coming through. I do think that was the first thing I noticed about that cup. So something about this card is particularly relevant to August and particularly relevant to the moon. So with the influence of the moon, that can be an illusion, or that you've been deceived or betrayed, or you don't know everything, but you're feeling very much like you want to walk away from something. And here is the Emperor, so he's in the reverse position, so not necessarily the nicest energy in the reverse aspect, because the Emperor is all about control and being in command. And in the reverse position, maybe you're feeling a little bit out of control or not in your power, or somebody has taken your control, or somebody is trying to perhaps control or manipulate you. That could be the case as well. Let's have a little bit of a look, and that could have a sense of being overwhelmed, because that would make you feel a little bit trapped and held back and held down, and that's the feeling I'm getting from this card. Being held down or being suppressed in some way. So somehow there's an energy of suppression around you. You've got the King of Wands. So again, this is a very powerful card. Kings are mature and usually wise. They are more worldly and experienced. This is in the reverse aspect. So this king would be able to manifest and create and produce and would be very active in the world. Now it's in the reverse position, and again I'm having a feeling of oppression. So it's very much a feeling of oppression here from both of these cards. Got the little salamander here, which is coming to my attention. You will survive this, and this will only be a temporary situation. This is not okay. The fire is regenerating underneath. It's like the pot is still boiling below, but at the moment you're feeling very suppressed. Here you're also a little bit in your mind, so you've got the Nine of Swords here, perhaps having a little bit of nightmares, and again there's this heaviness, this suppression, and maybe it's even a form of mild depression. And that could be as the seasons are changing, and you may have been very much affected by the moon. That could be the case as well. That's put you off your balance. We've been through a particularly difficult period at the moment with the Lion's Gate and the supermoon, so you may be feeling the influence of those things. Perhaps you're having trouble with your sleeping. I don't know if there's just worry and anxiety. I'm more getting the feeling of you having trouble sleeping. Okay, the Fool. So here is this lovely carefree energy of starting a new journey. As you can see, it's in the reverse aspect, and again I'm feeling oppression, depression, suppression. So all of those things where you feel like there's a weight holding you back. As much as you'd like to start this new journey and you would like to walk away from something, there's definitely a heaviness hanging over your head, and you can't seem to make the normal progress that you would normally make. So let's keep looking. Here is this Knight of Cups coming in towards you. So this is a lovely positive energy. It's white, so it's new and fresh and clean, waiting for some new love to come towards you, or an expression of love coming towards you. Perhaps that's you just you know, if you are deciding to walk away from something, then this could be you looking for a new opportunity for love and creativity, something that fills your cup and makes you happy, somewhere that you're searching out something new and loving, and looking for a new expression of love. So it does look like either that is coming towards you, or that is you actually deciding that you're going to take some action to do something about moving onwards. Now the Knights are very strong, so this is conquest and conquering. You will overcome, you will make that effort. I actually feel that's you more than anything else, that you are determined to go out there and conquer this feeling of oppression, this being held back, and you no longer want to be held back. You want to start this journey, and you're going to, I think, towards the end of April, maybe, you know, up till mid-September, perhaps even till the end of September, that you will take hold of the reins, and you will start to push forward with this idea of a new journey. You do actually even have this horrible Three of Swords. Nobody likes this card. I don't like it either. It's painful. There's some hurt, some emotional pain here, some loss. Could be betrayal, some sort of treachery, something that has really hurt you. But that's, you know, I think you will put that behind you, and that could be associated with this Emperor. But I'll clarify that as we move along. But here underneath this Knight of Wands, King of Wands, sorry. As I said, I do have this feeling of this energy boiling deep down inside you that is just waiting for the right moment to explode and start to release, and for you to move forward again. You are going to find the balance. This card is telling me that you will make progress, you will find your balance, you will find perhaps a new way of making money if you are looking for a new job. You will be able to share some money. It will mean that you will have some better times, that you will able to be benevolent, and that you may even receive a little bit of a help from someone. Someone may be offering you some help, and that could be a new boss or a new opportunity. Maybe a friend points you in the right direction for finding some, you know, a new position or something like that. That could be the case as well. And here is this offer. So this is a lovely offer of the money coming towards you. I do think you will take that up. I have a feeling that that's going to be connected somehow to this Six of Pentacles. I do feel the two are connected. Somehow you're going to get a little bit of a leg up in some way, or a little bit of assistance, and that you'll get an offer that makes you feel young and full of vitality again. Even this person here gives you a sense of vitality. And here, once you get this offer, I think you're going to get fresh ideas about where you want to go and what you want to do and what you want to achieve. And I think that will be part of the catalyst that takes you out of this worrisome period here, and that pushes you into this new Knight of Cups energy. It may not be quite everything that you want, because this card is in reverse. Sometimes we don't get everything we want. And again, this is part of that oppression, this oppression, depression, suppression. Again, it's part of that thing, but think about it carefully. Focus on the good things that you have got. Be grateful for what you have got. Learn to express your gratitude, maybe just internally to yourself. And if you make a positive statement every day to yourself, I'm grateful for the home that I have. I'm grateful for the bed that I sleep in. I'm grateful for the food that I have. I'm grateful for my partner or my children or my family. I'm grateful for my dog, my cat, my bird. I'm grateful for the job that I have. You need to express your gratitude, and that's very much coming out on this card for me today. So this is very much about needing to express your gratitude for the things that you do have. If your offer is not maybe what you were hoping for, there's always the future to look forward to. Take the offer if it is suitable to you, and think positively and be grateful for the one offer that you have received. Now you've got, again, this is the Nine of Wands, so a bit of a struggle. You're getting a little bit weary. Again, this suppression, oppression is coming through, so very much a strength of this oppression coming through on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. 6 cards are giving me a sense of oppression, plus you've got this pain. So it looks like you've had a bit of a long struggle with something. I'm not entirely sure what that struggle's been about. As I said, it can be depression or oppression or suppression. Maybe somebody has held you back, or your circumstances have held you back. I don't think it's a mental attitude that's held you back, because this is more something that I feel is happening in the night. You do have this pain, but even then I don't feel that that would be something that stops you from moving forward. I know that you've got 3. This card is a moving forward card, so you know this card, even though he has his back turned to the cups, he's leaving things behind, he's walking away. It's still a movement card, so there is telling me that you are moving forward. You've got the Fool here in reverse, but even he is looking that way. So even though there may be a delay, you are moving forward. Don't feel as though you're not going anywhere. This new opportunity or this new offer that you're going to be receiving, and I assume this is a monetary reward or a monetary offer of some sort. I do think you need to consider carefully about that offer when it comes in. It may not quite be everything you'd hoped for, but perhaps it's better to have the bird in the hand, so to speak, rather than in the bush. Your struggles may come to an end soon. I think the difficulties and the long journey that you've been on so far, it will be coming to an end soon. Okay, I'll overlay these. I might do Dancing in the Dark. Pardon me. I'll do the Dancing in the Dark tarot. We have, this is also being well shuffled, but because there's such oppressive energy here, these cards are quite dark. I think they may help pick up the energy that's already on the table and give some clarification to it. I definitely don't feel that you've been knocked out completely, Capricorn. I do feel that there, as I said, I do feel there's this energy boiling beneath the surface that will kickstart you along. At the moment, you may be feeling a bit low, but sometimes that may take a couple of months. It can sometimes even take a couple of years, but the cards are indicating that you are going to take some action here. Walk away. Perhaps look at this offer, and determination, I think, will push you through to start a new journey, to look for something new. So I am getting a feeling of strength here though, Capricorn, so I don't think you're being overcome by anything. I'm definitely feeling strength. You may just be a little bit low on your strength, your internal strength. Okay, let's continue. Emperor is clarified by the, what's he? He must be the Knight. He's the Knight of Wands. Sorry, some cards are a little bit ambiguous. That's the Knight of Wands or the Page of Wands. No, he's the Page of Wands. I do apologise. I'll take that one there. 7 of Swords. Page of Cups. So here you've got the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. 9 of Swords, which is rather interesting because you've got the 9 of Swords there, so it's in the reverse position. Here we've got the Hierophant or the Pope. Okay. So here we've got the Page of Pentacles, and that's the same as this one. Got the Queen of Pentacles. Lovely. So it's talking here about money. Justice, lovely, lovely. 4 of Pentacles, And the Nine of Wands on the Nine of Wands. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck. So we have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. Right. Again with this Lovers card, straight away, oh sorry, I think it's the Devil. It's the Devil, not the Lovers. I do apologise. The Devil. So because I was just looking at the comparison of the two here, the two cards, you know, you've got this dark, dark mountain behind. So perhaps you're perceiving your life at the moment as a dark, dark mountain, that you're in a deep and dark place, and that this emotional happiness is not for you. And I'm getting the same energy off this card. Again, you've got the Devil in the background, in the dark. So it's almost like, if you're looking at the colours, you've got the colour here, the red with the dark and the red with the dark. So it's almost like you feel like you're being held back somehow. I'm not entirely sure what that's about. And this is, this can be a willing agreement on your part to have allowed yourself to be in that situation, because it's a sort of a sense of being chained to a situation. Do pardon me, I've got hay fever and asthma, and I just cannot get it under control. Now we've got the Emperor here, and again he's wearing this red clothes and the red robing, and again I've got this dark oppressive energy over the top. So I do feel even this is part of this suppressed energy. I'm feeling very much that you perhaps were linked with someone else that made you feel oppressed and suppressed, because this is bondage, a kind of a bondage. And somebody may have held you as an emotional captive rather than a physical bondage kind of a captive. And that can be somebody who just plays with you and tries to control your life. That could be the case here. And here you've got the Page of Wands. So wishing to break free and wishing to get control of your own life and choose your own direction. But it's in the reverse aspect. So I do feel that it's part of that this Emperor has the control somehow, and that even though you wish for that control, I don't think it's quite there at the moment. I do think you perhaps need to take this further action. I think you're very much wishing for this suppression and control to go away. So I'm not quite sure. I do feel maybe with the second layer of cards, I'm feeling that someone else is involved. Now on top of the King of Wands, we've got this Seven of Swords. So this is always a little bit of treachery and trickery and betrayal. It's never considered to be a very nice card. Again, the person here is active. As you can see, he's coloured red, and he has taken more than his fair share of the swords. Now he's left two behind, so this could be somebody who is perhaps verbally controlling or mentally very controlling over you, as well as physically controlling, because there's physical control here to a certain extent, and this is mental control or trickery, or somebody perhaps who's I'll use the words here, maybe using language or words to put you down or to gaslight you or to make you feel little, you know, to make you feel small. That's actually what I'm getting from this, is somebody has been using words to make you feel small. Now here we've got the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups, very much, you've got the Knight of Cups here, but the Page of Cups is talking about that longing or that wish for a new opportunity, a new love. So, you know, your emotions are stirring you inside, and you definitely would like to find some new love. Something fresh, a bit young, completely new, something that you haven't quite gone through, because it does look like you've gone through some emotional turmoil here of some sort. You've got the Heart Betrayal card here with the heart. So I do think you're very much wishing for a fresh start, an emotional fresh start. So that'd be lovely. Okay, here we've got the Nine of Swords. I have talked about that before. So where was the Nine of Swords? Oh yes, under here. So you've got them two side by side. So again, this darkness, this sleepless nights perhaps, or the worry in the night it's indicated there as well. And here we've got the Hierophant. So I'm wondering if this is a separation, a breakup of a marriage, a breaking up of a blessing. Mainly because the keys on this particular card, the keys are to the side. So I'm perhaps feeling that you may be looking for a divorce or a separation rather than a blessing. The Pope is giving a blessing here, but because I was drawn to the keys to the side, I was feeling perhaps that you've had the devil here and this control, that perhaps you don't want that control to remain. That may be part of a marriage commitment, that you feel very controlled within that marriage, because this is sort of an indication of perhaps marriage and tradition, and that you are feeling trapped by tradition or by a marriage. And again, here is this lovely Page of Pentacles. So that energy is coming towards you. I do feel that that's an indication. Because of the little white lilies here, it's almost like I'm feeling that this is the wish and the dream coming in earlier than the actual physical pentacles coming towards you. This is what you are calling for in your mind. This is what you're hoping to manifest. I do feel that the white there, the flowers, are indicating this is what you want to create. This is what you want to manifest. And that's coming here, and within a couple of weeks it becomes more of a reality. So hang on to that wish. Call in that wish. Thank you for my new job. Thank you for my increased finances. Thank you for my new opportunity. And then that brings it towards you. Don't say, I hope I get. You have to say, thank you for, and visualize yourself having that opportunity and that new job perhaps, or some increase in your finances. I'm not quite sure what it is. It's very important for you to hold that thought in a very, very positive way, because we've just gone through this Lion's Gate thing. So that's when the stars are all in a certain alignment and a certain pattern. I think we have an opportunity to release the things that have caused us pain. We have an opportunity to move into a better style of life. And I think it's very, very important that you hold that mental mindset. Don't let your worries overcome you. Now here we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles, the opportunities there. This person, the Queen of Pentacles, is in the reverse aspect. So there could be this little bit of a delay. And it may not be, as I said, the amount of money or the opportunity may not be as great as you'd hoped for. Maybe this is the size you were hoping for, and perhaps you're getting a pay increase or a bonus or a new job, and maybe the situation isn't quite as good as you'd hoped for, but you need to weigh that up and balance that against what is possible, perhaps, and what you aim to do with that increase or that new opportunity. Will that take you on to the next level? Sometimes you need to take smaller steps rather than the big steps. We'd all like to take those giant steps to get where we want, but sometimes we need to take little steps. And I'm feeling that the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is telling you that the giant size step or the giant size bonus or the giant size pay increase is not coming, that it may be slightly smaller than you'd hoped for. You are going to get justice. You are going to weigh it up. I think you're going to make a logical decision. So justice here is all about logic, measuring and weighing and balancing. So I do feel that you will be able to measure that up. And I think also it will put you in a better situation. Once you analyze this offer more carefully, I think you will find your balance. You'll find your equilibrium. It may not be quite what you'd hoped for, but you are going to balance it against what you will be able to achieve once that new offer comes in. So perhaps you were hoping for financial stability. That may not be the case. As I said, it may not be everything you wish for. Perhaps you were hoping that this offer would make you secure and wealthy and put you on put you in a better place of reaching your long-term goals. But you know, I think you need to weigh that up carefully. You need to be, and I'm going to use the word sensible. You need to be sensible about what you can achieve at this time in the current climate of your own locality and your political environment, and also the global situation. So you do need to assess that very carefully and very logically. Again, here's this fatigue card. So the 9 of Wands is telling me that you're quite weary from, you know, it feels like you've been battling for quite some time, and I do feel you've been battling this oppression or suppression or depression for quite some time. But I think you will decide to perhaps walk away. I think whatever this circumstances here, you will know what this is, and that is something that's held you back. And I'm very much feeling that be careful that you don't walk straight into a very similar situation is also a little bit of a warning that I'm getting for you. Don't walk away from this set of cups straight into the mountain that has a different but very similar set of circumstances. So it's kind of like walking away from one relationship and straight into another that gives you the exact same set of circumstances. So that's just a little warning I got there as well. So I'll leave it at that. I do think, you know, once you make this decision here, you'll have this little bit of anxiety for a little while, and you'll be all in your head before you decide that you do need to make a change and you do need to push forward. And I think you will push forward. What this represents, but it's a card that talks about tradition, a teacher perhaps, and further education. Even it can be that you may decide to push ahead, that you've always dreamt of additional education. That could be seeking out additional education. It can be leaving a marriage behind. Sometimes this would talk about an actual marriage, that you're hoping for an actual marriage, but because the keys are on the side here, I'm feeling that something is definitely sort of, it feels like you've been locked behind a situation in a traditional situation that is not quite what you'd hoped it would be. I will actually do a moon oracle just to have a little bit of a look to see what's in there, because that moon came out here on this one. It's the only card with the moon on it, but I do think the influence of the moon this month, and particularly because we have another full moon at the end of the month, I think it's playing quite a big role with our emotions. And as you can see, the river's flowing through that, so that's talking about emotions. I think it's having a big effect on our emotions, and I think you need to factor that in. Now, these cards have been well shuffled. I gave them a good shuffling before we started, so I'll take one now and we'll see what we've got. Okay, so it's rejoice, and again she's looking at the moon, so she's not looking at the full moon here, and that's, you know, straight away the words are coming to me is rejoice. Look at what you have got, rather than, you know, you don't always get the full cake. Sometimes you get a slice of the cake, and I'm straight away getting the stars, which is that feeling of rejoice. Look at what you have got. Be grateful for what you have got. Here the owl normally would come out under the moon, so it again is giving me a little bit of this illusion of the moon. Be very grateful, you know, remember to be grateful for what you've got. And these are the little stars, and these are the potential under the cosmos. Anything is possible, but you need to be grateful for what you have in the hand today. And as you can see, she has like red on her sleeve. So what you have in your hand today, be grateful for those things. So I'm going to leave it at that, because I think that's, and here is your potential star. There are more stars. You're not looking at that one, you're looking at the ones up in the cosmos. Oh, I wish I had. And there's one here right in front of you, and this may be your new opportunity coming towards you. So thank you very much for watching, Capricorn. I do hope you've enjoyed the reading. Pardon me for my little coughing and spluttering. It can't be helped. Thank you so much. Bye for now.